Hello. Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. It is yoga and wine time. Yay. Let's go ahead and grab our glasses. Make sure we have our mats rolled out, a nice comfy blanket or pillow, something that we can enjoy for ourselves during our practice in case we need a little bit of support. And making sure also that we have water. And tonight I am drinking Bonterra. It's a Pinot Noir and it's organic grapes coming out of, I almost forgot, Mendocino County, California. Nice light Pinot Noir for this practice. I usually like to enjoy lighter wines, maybe a white or even a rosé potentially, just to allow ourselves to have something easy on the body to help us relax a little bit more, because that is ultimately our goal for this class, to enjoy, release, and let go. So go ahead and grab your glass. And let's cheers. Cheers yourself for your awesome day I hope that you had, or maybe if you are enjoying this in the afternoon and you're rewatching this class, doesn't matter. Enjoy. Cheers to you. Nice little kind of light fruity notes on this wine. I like it. It's a little kind of like bright, but it'll open up, I think, here in just a little bit throughout practice. So I'm gonna take one more little sip here. And let's get on started. Make sure you place your glass of wine somewhere relatively safe, away from your arms and legs, maybe during practice, but within a good reaching distance. All right, so just getting into a comfortable spot here on our mats and allowing ourselves to feel that little bit of wine that we just had, and letting us close our eyes as we take a nice big inhale and exhale, relax. Let's rest our hands on the knees, palms facing down if you want a more inward focused practice tonight, or you can face your palms up if you want to have a more external practice tonight. So depends on what you're feeling, but the most important part is to listen to yourself. See what you're feeling like you want in this moment. Breathe in. Breathe out. This is your time. You've set it aside for yourself here, so enjoy. Try to let go of all your external thoughts, all of those concerns from your day, your week. And just bring yourself present right here, right now. Letting the body slow down may be one of the hardest parts of practice. Noticing where you may be holding any tension or stress, or if there's just a place that's really just screaming at you for attention. Give it that little bit of attention with your breath as you breathe in space and awareness. And then as you exhale, relax and melt. Doing that a few more times in that area, or if you have multiple areas you're feeling. Just taking this time at the beginning to analyze and acknowledge ourselves. Let's take a few more breaths here together, really allowing yourself to connect with your breath, with your body, and with your spirit. Finding a nice exhale, relax your hands down to the side. Inhale, reach them up towards the sky. Bring your palms together, release them to the heart center. Take a nice gentle bow forward, taking some small breaths here, creating an intention for our practice tonight. Maybe there's something that's really troubling us and we are working on letting go. Maybe you're working on something a little different in your practice tonight, and I encourage you to please create that intention and repeat it to yourself 3 times. Rising back up with the crown of the head slowly. Take a nice big inhale, and as you exhale, gently open your eyes. Solidifying your intention for bringing that focus, maybe acceptance and love. And let's begin our practice here. Let's interlace our fingers, my favorite way to begin practice, with the hands and the wrists. So interlace, and let's draw small little waves with those wrists. Big, small waves, it doesn't matter. Just find your range of motion for your body tonight. Switch the directions of your waves. Nice. All right, finishing up, pushing those palms away, making sure that we can keep those shoulders down as we sit up nice and tall. Inhale, bring those hands in, reverse the rotation. So externally rotate your palms. Maybe bring them down towards the mat in front of you if that's available. Beautiful. Inhale, come back, reach your hands up, and then exhale, pull yourself into cactus pose with the arms only. So just elbows reaching away from the body, just stretching from sternum to elbow. Inhale, reach up once again, and then exhale, bring your hands down to the side. Release one hand down fully. Inhale, reach one hand up. Seated side stretch. Exhale, reach over to the side as best as you can. Inhale, come up, and exhale, float that hand down. Inhale, opposite arm up, and take it over. Just taking it nice and slow, warming up those arms, coming into the side body. Inhale, come up. Exhale, take it down. And let's take it one more time, opposite side. This time we're going to add a little bit of a circular motion coming forward to the other side. So just can be small, can be big, but please listen to what you got going on with your spine. If you've got some severe tightness going on, your range is going to be maybe a little smaller. So just appreciating where you are tonight. Inhale, come forward, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, come back down to the other side. Inhale, opposite arm comes up. Exhale, take it to the other side. Inhale, going to reach forward, and then exhale, coming back to neutral position. Nice. Let's go ahead and stretch out the neck just a little bit here. So take a couple of neck circles. Inhaling up, exhaling, coming down. Inhale, smile. Exhale, come down. Inhale, come up. And exhale, come down. Let's go ahead and switch directions. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's take one more. And exhale, coming down. Inhale, let's come back into a neutral position. Let's go ahead and stretch out the side of the neck. Inhale, one hand and arm up. Drop the ear towards the shoulder. Rest the hand on the opposite side. So you're really just resting, not pulling. And then you can walk the hand out to the side a little bit as well, if that feels available for you. So really focusing on stretching from the ear to the shoulder, as well as from the collarbone to your chin. Gaze up towards the ceiling. One more breath. Inhale, come up with the hand, and exhale, relax. Take a circle if you need. All right, take it to your other side. Inhale, arm comes up. Drop your ear towards your shoulder. Drop the hand gently on the opposite side of the head. Bring your gaze up towards the ceiling and find where the lower hand and arm maybe reaches. One more breath. Inhale, go ahead and come up. And exhale, take that hand down. Take another neck circle. Nice. All right, take a sip of wine if you want as well. We're going to come into like our seated cat-cows. So we're going to bring feet in front of us, and we're going to bring hands to knees, or if you prefer, to the shins, whatever's comfortable for you in the hand position, but allowing the inhale to reach forward, and then as you exhale, gaze, chin, coming towards the chest. Inhale, elongate through the spine and extend forward. Exhale, round the spine, come back. Again, find what you enjoy and feels good for your back. If you're feeling any pain, back off the range of motion. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back to a neutral position here. And let's find little circles, like seated circles. So kind of like that motion of going forward and back, but just adding a little bit more from side to side. Now, if that is a little too much for you, go back to your cat-cows, but making sure that you just get a little bit of movement going here. And let's switch directions. Exhale, rounding back and sideways. Inhale, rounding forward. All right. Coming back into a nice neutral position here. Let's go ahead and walk the feet together and then bring the knees together and then allow a little bit of space between your glutes and your feet, so that way you can bring your hands behind you. Inhale, exhale, drop your knees to one side. Inhale, bring the chin and the gaze over, opposite direction of the knees. Trying your best to sit up a little bit tall, so use those hands. If you need to come up to fingertips, you can do that. One more breath. Inhale, come back up with the knees, and then exhale, drop them over to the opposite side. Bringing your gaze opposite of the knees. Inhale, let's go ahead and come back up to center. And let's go ahead and stretch out those feet in front of you. Bend the knees and maybe wiggle them out a little bit. And let's take a nice seated forward fold to start here. So inhale, reach those hands up towards the sky, and then exhale, reach towards those feet and allow yourself to kind of bring your gaze and your chin towards your big toe. That's going to be your drishti, your focus point here. So if your hands aren't quite reaching your feet or your toes, don't worry. Grab onto whatever is working for you right now. And again, bring your awareness not only to your drishti, but thinking about bending a little bit more at your hips, not your lower spine, and then bringing your belly button towards your thighs. We're going to take about 5 to 7 more breaths here, so we got a little time, don't worry. Trying your best not to pull the ears in towards the shoulders towards the ears, but rather trying to create space. Remembering your intention for practice, letting go. Let it go. Inhale, gently go ahead and come on up. Let's go ahead and plant the feet. Once again, we're going to find reverse tabletop position first. So your feet are about hip width distance apart. Hands are going to come back behind you, and you're going to inhale, lift the hips up as high as you comfortably can. Lift, lift, lift. Maybe dip the head back behind you. Inhale, and then exhale. Let's go ahead and come back down. Go ahead and cross your legs. Bring your hands in front of you and now find a regular tabletop position. I'm going to turn sideways here so you can see me better. So coming into your tabletop position here, we're going to work on our bird dog position. And this is always one of my favorites to challenge with the wine glass. So you can comfortably and gently grab your wine glass, bring it to the center in between your hands. We're going to start with the right arm, left leg. So inhale, reach with your wine glass towards the front of the mat with the right, and then inhale, lift your left leg back. Toes can stay on the ground for your modification if you prefer. But challenge yourself and see if you can bring those toes up. Holding the pose as you breathe. Drishti, your focus, maybe at your thumb, your wine glass. Inhale, reach, and exhale, lower it down, switching sides. Let's go ahead, inhale, left arm reaches forward, right toes reach back. Lift the toes off the mat when you're ready. Inhale, reach, and exhale, lower it down. Let's take that one more time. We're going to challenge ourselves even more if you choose. So inhaling, reach. Exhale, maybe pull the arm away to the right and then bringing the left toes out towards the left. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, bring it back to center, and exhale, release. Good job. Inhale, opposite side. Exhale, bring your left hand out to the left, your right toes out to the right. A little variation here. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release down. Go ahead and allow yourself to come back to your heels with your butt, and then you can cheers yourself, of course, for your good job you just did. Placing that gently off to the side. Let's come to the ankles a little bit here. Just making sure that our ankles and our feet are feeling okay. So just bringing these together, hands to the side. You're going to inhale, gently lift the knees up a couple of inches off the mat. Breathing in, breathing out. Exhale, release the knees back down. Inhale, exhale, lift, come back. And inhale, exhale, calm down. Let's take that one more time. Inhale and exhale, lift the knees. Doesn't have to be far off the mat, just a little bit where you feel the tops of the feet and the ankles stretch just a bit. Inhale, exhale, go ahead and come on back down. Walk your hands in front of you, tabletop position here. If you want to challenge yourself in the core a little bit, let's go ahead and take it all the way into plank. We're going to hold for 5 breaths. And then you're going to slowly lower yourself all the way down onto your belly. Coming back to our shoulders now, we're going to go ahead and extend the arms all the way out to the side. Starting on the right side first, I want you to extend the right arm. Left hand comes underneath your shoulder. You're going to slowly inhale, lift the body and roll it onto the right side. So you're still kind of on the right side body on the floor, but opening up through the right shoulder. If you're a little bit more flexible and advanced, you can bring the toes behind you, or you can be in front of you. Kind of depends on maybe what feels good for you. I always like bringing them behind for a little more opening up of the hips. And then you can inhale your arm up and then bring it behind you for more challenge as well, but only doing so if your shoulder allows. Maybe closing the eyes here. Two more breaths. Slowly on your next breath, coming out of your pose as gently as you can, back to your belly. Switch sides. Left arm stays extended. Right hand comes under the shoulder. Inhale, lift. Rolling onto your left side, rest the head. And allow yourself to find where that shoulder is comfortable. And you can find release. Again, moving forward through this pose, if you are feeling you need more, listening to your body and bending the knee if you like. Maybe the top arm reaches up and comes behind. Maybe a bind. Whatever you're feeling, go for it. As long as you feel it serves you the best purpose right here, right now. Inhale, slowly coming out of the pose. Exhale, coming back down to your spine, onto your belly. All right. So coming into either baby cobra or coming into a little bit more of a regular cobra, hands are going to come to the top of your mat, a little bit more forward. You're going to inhale, lift yourself up, and then exhale, coming down. Just finding a little bit of flow here. If this range of motion is a little bit too much for you here, just taking that baby cobra with your hands on the mat and just kind of lifting chin and chest up and then coming back down. So we're just working on the spine here. Tops of the feet are nice and kind of planted into the mat, so they're giving you support. Let's do 3 more wherever you are. Moving with your breath. Inhale, lift. And exhaling, lower. Inhaling, lift. And let's exhale, lower, coming down. Beautiful. Finding Balasana, child's pose. So hands under the shoulders. You're going to lift yourself gently up. You're going to slide back to your heels, knees together or apart, your choice. Inhale, look forward, and then exhale, gaze down towards the nose. Melt down. Inhale into your hands, and exhale, walk your hands over to the right side. Inhale, walk your hands back to center, and then exhale, walk them over to the left. Inhale, walk your hands back to center. Exhale, release. Inhale, slide yourself back up to seated position. Another opportunity to take a little sip of your wine if you like. Be mindful of where you place your glass when you are done. We're going to come up to some standing poses here in just a moment. So we're going to go ahead and walk those hands forward. You're going to go ahead and extend the legs behind you if you can, or keep the knees down in tabletop. And then you're going to lift yourself into a downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale about 5 more times right here. Just maybe shaking the head a little bit. Just letting yourself shake hips side to side. Whatever feels good for you. Maybe a little pedal here. Just being playful with your body, playful with yourself. Inhale, look up at those hands. Let's go ahead and walk ourselves all the way to the top of your mat or towards the top of your hands. A little bend in your knees if you need, but just drop the head and relax in your standing forward fold. Bend your knees, wrap your arms all the way around your thighs. So you're giving yourself a good little hug here. Drop the head and then start to lift the hips as far as you can, still keeping your belly attached to your thighs. So maybe you're not going to go straight all the way, and that's okay. Ooh, feels so good in those hamstrings. All right, one more breath right here. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands. If you want a little extra challenge, grab onto your wine glass before you come all the way up. Roll yourself to standing. Nice. Let's take it into some standing crescent moon pose over here, okay? So we're going to go ahead and bring the feet together. You're going to go ahead and release the hands down to the side first. Make sure your hips are feeling nice and square, okay? I'll stand back just a little so you can see me a little more. All right. Feet together. Internally rotate the thighs a little bit so that way they're nice and strong, okay? Inhale, you're going to reach the arms up towards the sky. Choose the hand that the wine glass is going to be in and then meet with both up top. Inhale. Exhale, take it over to one side first, bending the elbow that has the more support with the wine glass. If you don't need that elbow bend, awesome. Inhale and exhale, come back to center. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, take it over to the opposite side, trying your best not to shift the hips, but rather the motion happening from the upper body. About 5 breaths. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, relax. Inhale, look up at your wine glass. Yes. And then gently bringing the arms back, bringing a little back bend. This is the real challenge. You're looking at that gorgeous wine glass, trying your best not to spill it. Back, back. Inhale. Woo, come back to center. Exhale, relax. Good job. Placing that wine glass safely down. Let's go ahead and inhale. Reach those arms up and exhale. Come into a nice forward fold, hands at prayer. Inhale, halfway lift. Look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step back, find plank, drop the knees for modification, 5 breaths. All right, breaking a little vinyasa flow down here. We're going to go ahead and drop the knees if they were not dropped already. Inhale. Exhale, come all the way into your chaturanga. Yeah, like hovering in that lower push-up. And then exhale, release all the way down onto your belly. Slide the hands a couple of inches forward. Come into baby cobra, or if you're feeling it, more of an up dog. Exhale, relax, melt all the way back down to your belly. Inhale, lift your hands and push your hands and lift yourself up. Come back to your knees, tuck your toes, lift into your downward facing dog. Virabhadrasana A, warrior 1. We're going to step the right foot forward. So we're going to just kind of turn that left heel in, bring the right knee forward. If you want to challenge yourself, grab that wine glass. Inhale and arise when you find your foundation. Moving with the breath, finding your warrior 1. Don't forget to smile. Sink more into that front knee if you can. And let's find Virabhadrasana B, warrior 2. So we're going to open up, inhale, and exhale, sink a little further. Toes facing to the side, your front toes facing to the front of your mat. Strong warriors, strong minds. Feeling awesome, feeling strong, fierce, but also flowing like water, letting things go, letting yourself move around those obstacles in your life. One more breath here. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Straighten that front leg. Extend the upper body forward as the hips come back. And then teeter that right hand down towards the earth. Left hand comes up towards the sky. If you need support, you can always rest that hand on the shin for a modification, or if you have a block at home. One more breath. Nice. Leaving your wine glass safely down if you can. Let's go ahead and come slowly back up. Bend the knee just a little. Keep the front leg straight. Turn the toes. Again, mindful of that wine glass. And let's have both toes now facing to the side of the mat here. Inhale, reach the hands up. And exhale, float the hands to the hips. Inhale, look up. And exhale, release the crown of the head down towards the floor. Now you can release those hands from the hips to the mat. And then bend the elbows and draw yourself down a little bit more. Breathe. Let that each exhale release the muscles a little bit more so you can enjoy the pose a little bit further. Inhale, space, and exhale, melt. One more breath. And go ahead and inhale, lift your hands back to your hips. Inhale, arise on all the way back up. Nice. Gently and comfortably turning your toes, coming back into a warrior one or a high lunge, And then exhale, bring your hands down. Gently slide your wine glass in front of you a couple of inches so you know you're not going to hit it with your face or anything. And then let's find a little vinyasa. Inhale, plank, or you can skip and meet us in down dog, okay? Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog, your choice. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take that to the left side, shall we? Let's go ahead and bend the left knee and bring it into between the hands. Gently drop the right heel back so your foot is at a 40-degree angle or so. Grab onto your wine glass. Inhale, arise on up. Warrior one. Virabhadrasana A. Sinking into your front knee as comfortably as you can, hips both facing to the front of your mat. Shoulders down and away from the ears. Smile, you've got this. Two more breaths. Inhale, open up, exhale, warrior two. Maybe change hands where the wine glass was. It was in the front hand in the beginning, maybe it's in the back now. Beautiful. Sink into that front knee. One more full round of breath. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. Go ahead and straighten that front leg. Shift the hips back. Shift the front arm forward. Be mindful with that wine glass. If you want to leave in that back hand, reach it up towards the sky. Palm comes down to the mat. Little small micro bend in the front knee if you feel any pinching pain in the back. Letting that wine do its job, just letting yourself kind of relax more into the pose instead of fighting it and being all, right? See if you can find a place where you can Enjoy it. Don't be tense, but be a little bit more soft. Inhale, slowly come back up. Bend that front knee just a little bit. Straighten your front leg. Turn the toes once again. You can bring both your hands to your wine glass, or if you don't have your glass, hands to hips. Inhale, and then exhale. Let's take our second straddle pose. Coming all the way down onto the mat, place the wine glass in a comfortable, safe position away. Hands can come down to the mat, maybe to the big toe this time, and open yourself up a little more. Maybe shake the head out if your neck is holding any tension. Breathe in, breathe out. Let yourself melt into your pose, your asana. One more full round of breath right here. And then releasing your hands from your toes, coming back to your hips. Use your inhale, reach all the way back up. Turn your toes to face the front of your mat and take a nice little step to the top. Exhale, release your hands down to the side. Take a couple moments, take some breaths. Maybe close the eyes if it feels good for you here. Just checking in with ourselves. Opening the eyes back up here. We're going to find pyramid pose from here. So hands are going to come to your hips. We're going to take a nice gentle step back. A little bit smaller maybe than your warrior one pose, or maybe if you're a little bit more advanced, it's a little bit longer. So find the distance that works for you. Toes pointing to the front of the mat as well as the hips. Shift the hips back as your upper body comes forward. Hands can reach forward as well. And then exhale, come down towards the front foot with the fingertips and hands. Now, our goal here is very similar to our forward folds. We want to focus on bringing belly to thigh. Depending upon how tight your hamstrings are on this day, right? It might be a little easier, it might be a little harder. So just listen and appreciate your body. Maybe you did a workout, an exercise, or an activity that really kind of tightened up that area today, and you're not feeling as flexible. Maybe you really need this pose. Shoulders back and down, away from the ears. Relax the upper body. Breathe into your stiffness. Inhaling, coming up to your fingertips. Bend the front knee a little bit so your hands can come to your hips comfortably, and just take a nice step forward. Taking a breath and then using your next inhale and exhale to step back with your left foot, right foot forward. Make sure you find your comfortable distance. You're either going to be on one plane, or you're going to be on two planes with your feet. So more advanced, you're going to be on one single plane. If you're not feeling quite balanced, you're going to kind of offset your feet a little bit, okay? Inhale, reach those hips back, and exhale, coming into your asana, your pose. Pyramid pose. One more full breath here. Slowly allowing yourself to bend the front knee just a little bit. Hands can come to hips, and take a nice gentle step back. Say a couple of little circles with your hips. Just kind of open them up a little bit, little dancer moves. Woo. And then change directions. All right, let's take ourselves down to the mat a little bit more here. We're going to go ahead and inhale the arms up and exhale, gently forward fold here. Inhale, halfway lift. So you're just extending the spine, maybe hands to shins. And then exhale, we're going to go ahead and bend the knees and we're going to step back. We're going to find plank. We're going to hold just for one breath. Drop the knees down or come into downward facing dog. But we're going to come into a low lunge first. So it depends on your flexibility today. So coming in from tabletop position or downward dog, you're going to go ahead and reach your right leg back and then bring your right knee forward. Bring it between the hands. Drop your left knee down and come into a nice low lunge. And this is where that blanket comes back into handy here for those knees. I love having a blanket in my practice. It's one of my favorite props that sometimes I get really sad if I don't have a blanket and when I'm traveling. I always try to use a towel or something for that knee. Okay, so breathing into your hip flexor here, come up to your fingertips. Maybe the hands can come up to the knees if you have a little bit more range. Smiling here. Inhale and exhale, turn your gaze over your right shoulder. For more flexibleness, you can bring your left elbow to your right knee and then bring your hands into prayer position. Just an option for you, not a requirement. Bringing hands and gaze back to center. Inhale. Exhale, come back down with the hands. We're going to come into runner's stretch, so half split. Shift your hips back. You're going to flex your foot. Maybe slide it a couple of inches forward if you've got some long legs. And try your best to not round through the spine, but rather extend through the spine. And then come down to that. With your gaze. Breathe. Inhale, slowly come back up into that lunge. Nice job. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a little bit more of an advanced twist with the back knee and foot. If you are not feeling taking that advanced twist, just coming back into a twist looking over your right shoulder for modification. If you really want to challenge yourself and have some fun, I encourage you to grab that wine glass. All right, so bringing a wine glass down to the left hand onto the knee. You can inhale the right hand up and behind you, bend the knee and grab onto the foot. Breathe as you look over your right shoulder. In whatever variation that you are in, enjoy it. And slowly release out of the pose. Come back forward. We're going to find lizard pose from here. So that's going to walk your right foot out to the right side of your mat a little bit. Hands are going to come to the floor. Maybe wiggle and wobble your right knee out a little bit and shake out that tension. And there's, again, many variations of your lizard pose. So you can stay here with the hands up. You can come down to the floor a little bit more. Or if you want to go a little further into your twists that we just kind of prep for a little bit more, bringing your hand to the right knee first, twisting over the right shoulder, rebending that left knee, and then grabbing onto the left foot. That's another option for you. So I just showed you a couple of different variations of lizard. I want you to take 5 more breaths in the pose that you feel serves you the best purpose tonight. Slowly coming out of your lizard pose, we're going to find pigeon from here. So right foot is going to walk out to the right side. Hands are going to come to the mat. You're going to gently slide your back leg straight. Upper body up, inhale. And then exhale, you can float it on down. Another opportunity to sip on your wine glass or making sure that it's in a comfortable spot. And just melt, coming back to your intention as the mind likes to wander and think about all the different things that it does. Try to bring it back to your breath first and repeating your mantra, your intention. Let it go. Let go of whatever no longer serves you purpose so you can have space for all the wonderful things in life that do. Our hips tend to be our biggest storage house of our emotions. So just letting yourself take time, heal yourself in this pose. Whatever happened, happened. You can no longer change the past. You can only change how you respond to it. Reassuring that you are strong, you are capable, you are so loving. Starting with yourself right here, loving your body, loving your mind, your spirit, your breath. Let's slowly, gently take one more breath. Inhale. Use your hands. Come on back up. We're going to shift our weight onto that right hip, and we're going to come into half butterfly from here. So just bringing your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. You're going to flex your left foot, elongated leg. Inhale, reach the right arm up, and then exhale, take it over to the side. Again, being mindful of where your shoulders are, so you're not pinching yourself in, but rather creating space and coming into your pose. One more breath. Inhale, come on up. Let's go ahead and reverse the stretch. Place the right hand down to the floor. Inhale, place the left toes into the mat and lift the entire body all the way up. Inhale, and then let's exhale. Go ahead and come all the way back down. Awesome. Okay, let's come into full butterfly pose from here. Bring both feet together, and then just go ahead and float your butterfly. Inhale. And then exhale, release the knees out a little bit further with the elbows, and then bring the forehead down towards the toes. Inhale, gently come on back up. And then exhale, bring your knees together, drop them to one side so that you can come back to your hands and knees in tabletop position. So staying in tabletop or taking it into downward dog, we're going to go and take that same thing to the left side, same sequence. All right, we're going to go ahead and bring the left leg back, and then exhale, bring the left knee in, plant it between the hands, and then drop your right knee down. Lifting up to your fingertips so you can really keep the hips dropping forward, so getting deeper into your hip flexor. Bringing your fingertips to your knee. Whew. Just stretching that out. You can always add a little bit more motion here, a little bounce. Sometimes it helps, for me anyways, those muscles kind of activate and then deactivate and then slowly release. Inhale and exhale. Bring your gaze over, bring your gaze over your left shoulder. And if you are feeling a little bit more challenged, you can bring that wine glass into your practice. You can bring your right elbow down to your left knee. You can bend your back knee, or right knee. Make sure I'm balanced. Bring that right knee, and then the right foot comes into the hand. Hang out here for about 5 breaths. Take a sip of wine if you like. And slowly release out of the pose. Inhale, coming forward, place your wine glass in front of you off to a safe distance. Runner's lunge or half split. Shift your hips back as you inhale, and then exhale, hinge down. Now I know I personally have been having some little issues in my sciatic area and then like the top of like my femur bone in the muscle area. So I'm feeling extra tight in this spot here today on this side, so I can feel it. And I know that sometimes when you're tight, you tend to round through the spine as you're reaching up. So let's try our best not to round through the spine. So you can see my fingertips, they're still on the floor, but rather coming forward with the belly. See how more elongated my spine can be. And then maybe I can bend the elbows or bring the hands to the mat. But they didn't need to change. The only thing that needed to change was my spine, right? So again, if you're on your fingertips, don't worry about bringing chest to knee, but rather extending the spine, belly to thigh. Pulling your navel in towards the spine. Yeah? Whew. I am feeling this today. One more breath. And inhale, slowly go ahead and walk yourself forward. All right, let's go ahead and find our lizard pose from here. So left foot is going to walk out to the left side, outside of the mat a little bit here. Hands come to the floor. Now you have your other variations of lizards that I showed you earlier. But yeah, wiggle the knee a little bit so that way it kind of loosens up the hip joint area. And find the variation of lizard that is going to serve you purpose in this moment, right here, right now. Breathe in. Breathe out. Don't worry about what your lizard looks like, but rather how it feels. Does it feel good? Does it feel excruciatingly painful? Probably not the best pose if it feels that way. So if you're looking at me and you're going, I'm trying this, and then you're like, this is horrible, don't do it. There are tons of options for you in this where you can stay here. Knee is near the shoulder and your hands are on the floor. Maybe your fingertips are pushing up, so you really are just getting a nice stretch in your hip flexor and in the thighs and the top of the quad. Maybe the knee is not as far back and you're a little bit closer up here. That's like what you need to think about for your body. Right? Your body is the best body. It's the only one you got, so you gotta love it. Let's take one more breath. Inhaling, coming back up to the hands if you were down, or bringing the foot down if you were doing that twist. And let's go ahead and find our pigeon pose. Left foot slowly walks out to the right. We drop the knee down. We drop the hips down as far as we can. Blanket can also be a good little support if maybe your hip's not coming all the way down on this side. Inhale, gaze and hips forward. Exhale, melt down. Breathe in. Breathe out, remembering that intention once again. The mind loves to be that monkey mind, thinking about all the things so it stays active, right? Well, this is your opportunity to retrain the brain. It does not always have to be active. We are human beings, but all too often we convince ourselves that we are human doings and we constantly need to do. So retrain that thought and just be. All right, take one more breath. Slowly come up to your hands if you are all the way down. All right, remove the blanket if you have it underneath your hip off to the side. Gently shift your weight onto your left hip, rotate the right leg, flex the right foot, and come into your half butterfly. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, extend the right leg, right arm along the right leg. Maybe grab the right foot, maybe not. Inhale, lift the left hand up and over the head. Nice full stretch here. Inhale, coming out of the pose gently. Let's reverse the stretch. Left hand comes to the floor. Left hand reaches up. Drop the right toes into the mat as you lift the body up and over. So modified wild thing. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and gently swoop yourself coming all the way back down. Bring your feet back together. Second Bandha Konasana, butterfly pose. Maybe sliding the feet a little closer together. This time kind of grabbing onto your toes and your feet and then pulling the feet kind of open, just gently. And then maybe massaging the toes and the kind of meatier part of the feet, the arches, coming down to your heels. Just giving them a little bit of love. Cracking some knuckles. Sorry. Feels good to me. Good release. We use our feet so much for so many things, right? Not just yoga and walking, but just our continual balance in life when we're standing and doing pretty much anything, right? I think our feet really deserve some gratitude. And self-love is always a good thing for the body. So let's go ahead and bring those feet together. And now we're going to find stag pose here. So we're going to do with the right knee in front and the left knee in back. So dropping the right knee down first and then bringing the left knee behind you. Stag pose here. Yeah. You can always grab your glass of wine. Make sure that it's a comfortable distance off to the side, or if you want to use it, use it. Right hand is going to be coming up towards the sky. Left hand is towards the ground. Inhale, and then exhale. Take it over to the left first. Kind of similar to the beginning where we had the seated side stretch. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, take the wine glass carefully off to the side. Place the right hand down. Inhale, left arm comes up, twist to the right. Exhale, come down towards the mat with your hands. So right hand supports, left hand reaches. Breathe. Maybe turn your gaze to the right side for a little bit more of a twist in the neck. Inhale, slowly come up. And exhale. Relax. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Go ahead and bring your Feet back up, knees up. Left knee drops, right knee comes behind you. Use your wine glass in the left hand as you inhale it up. And exhale, take it over towards the right side as the right hand comes down. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, float that left hand and wine glass down. Plant the hand. Inhale, right arm reaches as you twist to your left side. And then exhale, reach with that right hand as far as you can. Slide the left hand so you can support yourself to come down. Try to relax your toes. Take one more breath. And then inhale, slowly, gently. Let's go ahead and come on back up. Grabbing onto your wine glass, go ahead and bring your right leg in front of you. If you need to extend them and shake them out a little bit, go for it. Otherwise, let's find a nice cross-legged position just as we began our class here. Let's take a nice sip of our wine. Hopefully have a little bit left. If not, grab some more. And cheers. I hope you're feeling good. Let's go ahead and place that wine glass down in front of us. Rest those hands back on the knees. Close the eyes as you exhale. And let's close our practice here with just a couple of more moments of nice, calm, smooth breathing. If you have somewhere else to be and you need to end class, thank you so much for joining today. If you have more time, please, I encourage you to stay with us here. If you have even more time, continuing after this class with meditation. Inhale, expand through your rib cage, the front, the sides, the back, and as you exhale, soften your mouth, your jaw. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Breathing into the crown of your head, feeling the crown rise on up. And as you exhale, feeling your tailbone sink further into your mat. Allowing space between the vertebrae of the spine. Let's take about 2 more breaths right here. Release your hands down to your side. Find your inhale to reach them up towards the sky. Join your palms together. Exhale, release your hands to your heart center. Take a nice gentle bow forward and return back to that intention one last time. Let it go. Let it go. That person, that place, that thing, that idea, that moment, let it go. It no longer serves you purpose. Allow yourself to have more time, more space, more energy for all the things that serve you the utmost best purpose. Give thanks for the time that you've given yourself here today, and give thanks to this practice. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. Slowly opening our eyes. Thank you so much for coming to practice with me tonight. I hope you enjoyed yoga and wine. Let's cheers ourselves one more time, or have a few more cheers if you'd like, because you did awesome. Thank you so much for joining in me in South Lake Tahoe and wherever you are in this gorgeous world. I know that there are so many beautiful places, and I can't wait to see more. So hopefully you will tune in to more of my yoga classes. I'll be shooting some more videos and posting them on my channel here soon. So stay tuned. Please comment, share, subscribe. I would love to hear any feedback. I always need feedback, as most of us do, because I'm a continual student in the ever journey of yoga. So maybe even suggestion for classes and other teachers that I can learn from. I'm always open. So please, I would love to share my life with your life. Let's get connected. For more details, you can always go to my website, mountainyogi.com. It does have my contact information. You can send me a direct message on the website. So thank you so much, guys. Have a great one. Cheers.